Hello. Yes, that was a real scream machine. I still have one that works.
You can't scare me.
You can't scare me.
Goosebumps.
Still remember everything.
Bad dog. Really bad dog.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice gag if I actually used to have a Goosebumps related for the gag. Speaking of Goosebumps, what is this? It's the third entry in the Monsterwood series, and also a book review that I should have done yesterday, but I was pretty fucking tired. A lot of biking. I was riding my bike. Yes, I can finally bike now. I know. I'm 13, and I think y'all already know if you're... Keep close eye and you listen, I can only ride a scooter. And now I can ride a bike. Because I'm a stupid bitch and I'm a pussy. Anyways. Monsterwood 3. I love it. Not too much. I can't remember where I put this. I think it would be like a number 3 or 2, obviously. It's a decent book, but I want to just flat out tell you, I'm probably not gonna have much to say about this book, because there's nothing really to talk about, in my opinion. But, yeah, we're just gonna get straight into the blurb now. Nothing really much to say. And now...
The blurb.
It's a slime that never dies. What the fuck? Evan can't stand babysitting his genius cousin, Kermit. Kermit the Frog. Kermit refuses to play video games. Okay? He won't even play Frisbee. All he likes to do is hang out in the basement doing strange experiments and playing mean practical jokes on Evan and his friend Andy. Okay, I was right, Andy is in this book. But now Andy's found something that will teach Kermit a lesson once and for all. It's green, it's slimy, and it comes in a can marked Monster Blood. No kidding! But, yeah. What I think of this book? It wasn't too bad. I really can't remember if I put this over Monster Blood, but I think I did. And I can see why. It wasn't a terrible book. But I just want to say the color scheme and the cover is awesome. Iconic. Love it. And, yeah. I'll never forget that you were number 29. Man, I wish the books went to 69. I bet 69 would have been about orgies or something. The Night of the Living Orgy. Anyways. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into the upsides. Hooray! 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 And now, what are the upsides? And as promised, not much to talk about. Monster Blood's back. That's straight from an upside, but we can't just mention every book because it's just straight at the bat. You know it. You know it. Except for one particular breakfast-related Monster Blood book where I didn't really enjoy it, but okay. So honestly, I find this book entertaining. It's a decent book, and I think it's, there's some decent comedy bits. It's around the time Stein started really mixing in that comedy stuff. I think the two comedic book was Chicken and How I Learned to Fly. Those are just too comedic. Especially How I Learned to Fly. But that one is an okay story. It's just not a good Goosebumps story. But, oh my god. Okay, we're not gonna get into that shit, though. This book, yes, I know I'm holding it like this for some reason. This is a good mix of that. I felt like, and this is just personal, I felt like there's something comedic going on. And it was okay. So I would say that there's a decent mix of comedy and horror in this book. And this is what Goosebumps is all about. Not that we all like the comedy side, including me, because I'm a more big fan of the horror side of Goosebumps. But not that I don't like the horror and comedy mixtures, and of course comedy as a whole. So, yeah, I did enjoy that part of the book. Another thing I enjoy was Evan, of course, every time. Now, I get to mention this because he's not in every book, unlike Monster Blood. But, I mean, he's a downright awesome character. I love Evan. I'm happy that he appears in all the sequels. He may be an asshole sometimes, a badass, little chaotic. But, yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome character. Just can't not mention him. And the introduction of Kermit. Yeah, I know it may sound bad, but I don't think Kermit's a terrible character. For Monster Blood 4, I think he was alright. He was definitely a decent highlighted book, and I probably will mention him in there. But yeah, Kermit was an okay character. If he wasn't yeah, he is in Monster Blood 4. Which is like one of the worst Goosebumps books ever. We'll be reviewing that tomorrow. If not today. You never know. You never know. There's something cooking up today. I already know one thing, but I said surprises plural in my post. So, there's something else coming. And it's not something you're gonna, like, expect. But I know you guys will like it. Anyways. Overall, watch the website Smuts was free. Decent horror. Great characters once again still. And, yeah. It's just overall not terrible. It's not a terrible book. But let's get into the downsides. Let's make this not the #1 book. Let's get into that. Huh? No! And now we feast. Yeah, I always say, and now we poop, or I kill, or we do downsides. But yeah, we're just changing up. A little gag right there. Funny. But and now for the downside. So, there's only one downside to this book, really, and Andy and Evan weren't their best here. I think I said this about the previous one, but I still think they weren't their best. But yeah, they certainly could have been better in this book. And I forgot to mention this. I completely forgot, but I just remembered on top of my head. Jesus, this video could have been very controversial if I didn't mention this or not. I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't know what to think about the plot itself. It's kind of, I mean, it's okay, Monsterwood plot, but it just does not feel like it's crazy or cool or, not very too enjoyable. I think it's just alright, but I feel like there could have been more to the plot. And I feel like the description was kind of underwhelming. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy this book, and those downsides aren't too bad. I just felt like the book was a little underwhelming with what the description said, and, I mean, what the book was about in general. Could have been a better Monster Blood 3, but certainly wasn't a bad one. And certainly, I did enjoy it over the first Monster Blood, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So now, without further ado, let's rate the book. A 9 out of 10, just straight to the point. Just enjoyed it a little more than the first Monster Blood, which did get a 9 out of 10. But, it's still a little better in some areas. Definitely a little more horror and dark focus and somewhat comedic, in my opinion. It's just me, though. That's how I feel about the book. That's what I felt like it was trying to go for. Don't know if it achieved exactly, but I did like it. Evan was okay. Andy was okay. Introduction of Kermit, which is an okay character. I don't think many people like him, though, but, okay. It's fine. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little book review today. Sorry I didn't get one out yesterday. I was really tired, of course, as I previously mentioned. And stay tuned later, and do not watch into the darkness of the end of this video. Anyways, yeah, nothing much more to say, and, yeah, tomorrow we will be reviewing Monster Blood 4 to continue off Monster Blood Week. And after that, it's just downhill. Monster Blood 4 wasn't terrible, but everything after that, no. Not really enjoyable. So yeah, the last two Monster Blood books and entries, well, Monster Blood series, it just don't work well. But anyways, see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.